Okay guys, hi YouTube, Chad here, another Bible review for you. You know, I've been getting into the New American Standard. There's in the year 2020, they're going to be releasing the New American Standard update for 2020. And I really have been liking the 1995 update. And I only had a couple of them. I had the MacArthur Study Bible New American Standard, and I also had the Foundation Publishers, which is also called the Lockman Foundation. I had their ultra-thin NASB reference Bible of the 1995 update. And on that one, if you check out my review, the ghosting was horrible. I was not thrilled with it. Well, the LeatherTech's cover started to break apart and crack like bonded leather, so time to get a new one. This time I went with the Zondervan NASB Classic Reference Bible. And I tell you what, anyone who thinks they want an ultra-thin, forget the ultra-thin reference NASBs, because those are the ones coming from Lockman Foundation, at least. Foundation Publications, Foundation Publishers, whoever they are. Garbage. Junk. Horrible. Ghosting is wretched. Not a fan of the paragraph format. Prefer verse by verse, which is what this is. And I got this one in genuine leather. And let me zoom in a bit here so you can see it on the barcode, the ISBN, all that good stuff. Okay, there you go. I think you got that. So yeah, printed in China, $59.99, top grain leather, and it does not cost as much. If you go to Christian Book Distributors, which is cbd.com or christianbook.com, or if you go to Amazon, you're looking at about 40 bucks. It comes with a gold gilding. It also comes with a gilt line on the inside, a single-faced 1/4 inch ribbon bookmark. This is Zondervan's top grain leather cover, which is just a really cheap pigskin, and it's got a paper cardstock paste down liner. The spine, nothing to write home about whatsoever. On the back, I don't know if you can see it, but there's like some waves in this leather. I can actually feel those waves. You don't just see them, you can feel them. But that's okay, because it's still, the quality on this is still 100 times better than what Lockman has. There, I'll zoom in, you can see it says top grain, and it has the ISBN stamped into it. Now with this one, I did something unique to it. When I got it, I wanted to make mine stick out, so I added blue art gilding underneath the gold, so that when it's closed you see the gold, but when it's open you can see the blue. I like it. I really do. I wish I'd have went, this is cobalt blue. I wish I would have went with the red geranium instead of this cobalt blue, but it does do a great job. This book block is Smith sewn, so it's going to last a good long time. The paper quality here is great. It is just an off-white, like a very light cream colored. Of course you have the table of contents, your title page there, maps and charts, book abbreviations, and then you're going to have the preface to the New American Standard Bible. You're going to have the foreword and scriptural promise. Zoom in on that a little bit. There you go. The fourfold aim of the Lockman Foundation. I'll let you guys see the preface a little bit. And then the principles of translation. Now that 2020 update, I see a lot of stuff I really like in it, but I also see some stuff I hate about it. And I've talked to someone with Lockman Foundation, and they've said with the release of the 2020 edition, they're actually going to be having more 1995 Bibles printed. They're probably going to loosen their belts up on the copyright on this, make it cheaper for other publishers to be able to print New American Standard Bibles in the 1995 text, which I think I'm going to stick with the 1995 text. I might get the 2020. In fact, I can almost guarantee I'm going to get a 2020 edition. But yeah, I think I'm going to stick primarily with the 1995 text. Now, let's check this out. This is what I really like about this. And for the record, this is about the same size as the ultra thin. This is about 1/8 of an inch thicker, but it's still right at that 1 inch mark, just about. But check this out. Paper quality. Okay, you can see some ghosting there. The ghosting on this is nowhere near as bad as it is in Lockman Bibles. And with this one, every book gets a brief introduction, gives you a little bit of information to help you with interpreting that particular book. So you'll get title and background, author and date of writing, theme and message, and then you get a brief outline of the book. You're going to be getting paragraph headings, and also it does have paragraph markers. And I zoom in here and you can see there is some ghosting, but it's not that bad. It's still very easy to read this. It comes with about an 8-point font, which a lot of people say, well, that's pretty small. I find 8-point font to be the average. 8-point is average, 9 is better, and I consider 10 or bigger a large print. And I consider 12 or bigger giant print. So, yeah. But every single book here is going to have an introduction like that, like you just saw. There are some charts and maps scattered throughout the text of this, which I kind of like, not gonna lie. I do kind of enjoy that a little bit. Here you go, there's your introduction to Numbers. There you go. Title and background, author and date of writing, theme and message, outline. And then you also have, of course, the center column cross references. And you can see how those work out. And I have my index finger in there for scale. So I have big fingers. So yeah, I'm going to try switching hands a little bit. My right hand is getting just a wee bit stiff. Skipping ahead in this. Oh, and I just skipped over one of the in-text maps. Alright, getting past Chronicles, Job, Psalm. And also, I think I said this is in a verse-by-verse format instead of a paragraph format, which I prefer. However, Zondervan also makes a large print, personal size New American Standard Reference Bible. And that one, I think, still has the center column references, but it's in a paragraph format, if I'm not mistaken. Now, here we're in the red letter areas. Let me adjust this again with my other hand. Okay. And when you get into these red letter areas, let's get to the end of Malachi. That's the Italian book of the Old Testament. I'm kidding, it's Malachi, I know. Okay, so from Malachi to Christ, there's a chart. courtesy a la Zondervan. And this shows you what's going on in history. The Hellenistic period, the Hasmonean period, the Roman period, all that kind of good stuff. Then you get into the New Testament. And once again, you have that fabulous little book introduction. Not too much to it. Just a touch of background information. Just enough to help you understand it. Not really any commentary to it, though. And here we'll show the red letters in this. Okay. And this red letter, it is red. It's actually a little darker than what's showing up on my little, it's a little darker than what's showing up on my screen. So, yeah. I thought I'd just show you guys some of that red letter. And it, like I said, it is a little darker than what's showing up probably on your screen. Then once you get into the back, okay. If I can get to the back of this here. There is some study helps in the back, which I actually like. Let's see here. Okay, 2 Peter, John, Revelation. Okay. You get into, there's Revelation, and that ends. And then you see New American Standard Concordance to the Old and New Testaments. And this paper is actually very nice. I don't get any glare off of this paper, hardly at all. I actually have to work to get any glare off of this paper. And even then, I'm not sure. Yeah, there is just a touch. So anyway, here's your book abbreviations. Here's your actual concordance. And that goes from page 1199 all the way to, okay, whoa, 1257, 1258. So 1199 to 1258. So you basically have 59 pages basically. Then you have this wonderful section, and I love these little sections. Promises from the Bible. God's promise of love, forgiveness, salvation, the Holy Spirit, everlasting life, peace, joy, freedom, growth, encouragement, excellence, strength, blessing. I like that for new believers. I like having them be able to read something like this. It's not like that little Bible promise book, but it's something else. Here, you know, what to read when you know, promises from the Bible: when you're afraid, obey, are in need. And they give several references. You can read them out yourself, and you're not just reading a little piece of text. You actually have to look it up yourself, and you can easily get the context. Perspectives from the Bible. I really like this too. What to read when the future seems hopeless, seeking God's direction. You need comfort. Others disagree with you. The world seems enticing. You need assurance of salvation. Now see, this I think is very, very helpful for new believers. This perspectives from the Bible. I would love to have this perspectives from the Bible section be another, I don't know, 8, 9, 10 pages, and it's only like 3, I think. Yeah, it's just a mere 3 pages. And then you get into the guarantee on this, the Zondervan guarantee, and then care. This is something that's forgotten by a lot of people, how to care for your Bible. So yeah. And then you have your map section, and this, they do use the glossy paper, which, you know, hold on, I gotta switch this around. Okay, they do use the glossy paper on this, and I hate glossy paper, just in general. But for maps, it doesn't make a huge problem for me. But these are standard Zondervan maps. And you get a World of the Patriarchs map, the Exodus and Conquest of Canaan map, and I'll show you that. Yeah, look at all that. Wow. Let's see here. Land of the 12 Tribes. The Kingdom of David and Solomon. This is Jesus' ministry. I thought this was kind of cool. Then you get Paul's missionary journeys, which is neat, and that's both pages. And then finally you get Jerusalem in the time of Jesus. This is pretty neat too. So, yeah. And then you just get one more page of blank cardstock, and that's just your end sheet and the paste down sheet. And then you can see, of course, it does have the gilt line on the inside of the leather cover. And that's pretty much it to this. Like I said, one single-faced 1/4-inch ribbon marker, which is black. But I tell you what, Lockman versus Zondervan, I'm taking Zondervan every single time. I have no interest now with the poor quality Lockman has used the past several years. No interest whatsoever in Lockman Bibles. So anyway, just thought I'd share that with you guys. Hope you enjoyed the review. Questions or comments, go ahead and leave them down there at the bottom. I think I'm going to hold on to this Bible for a while. I'm not going to get rid of this one. Anyway, love you guys. Have a great night. And God bless.